What is up, everybody? Let me make sure camera's zoomed out. I have something super cool to share with you guys today. Um, Today is a rare day. I literally have absolutely no jobs in, and I'm caught up. So what I want to do is I want to share some super cool nostalgia with you. This is a Japanese JDM sales brochure for a Series 1, so 93, late 93, because they got the Supra Mark IV in Japan a year before we did here. So 93 to, what was it, 97, Toyota Supra, the Series 1. The one with the smoke chrome headlights instead of the charcoal gray headlights, and it has the older style taillights in it, different cluster and whatnot. Series 1. If you don't know what the Series 1 Supra is versus Series 2, my Supra is a Series 1 car. So before I get onto the brochure, let's talk about little Series 1. So Series 1 has the satin black dash trims. Series 2 has this charcoal, like, cast iron gray color interior because Toyota wound up using paint later on because they realized they messed up on the Series 1, and they used a coating similar to the sticky dash coating that's in the IS300, and it deteriorates, it gets nasty, it hazes, it teals, it comes off. It's horrible. I do offer a solution for that. I do have a fix for that. I worked with a guy to create a coating that replicates that, but it's more durable. I can do that for you guys. But if you own a Series 1, left-hand drive or right-hand drive, doesn't matter. It's a coating. If you want it sprayed on your hood of your car, I mean, it's like paint. It'll go on anything. So that's not an issue. Series 1, the gauge cluster, had the three circles. So you had in my car it's right-hand drive, so on the left side I have the speedo, middle I have the tach, and then on the right I have my fuel gauge and my water temp gauge. Series 2, depending on whether it's turbo or not, there's two different variances. The gauge cluster in a Series 2 car had we'll go off of right-hand drive because my car is right-hand drive once again. You'd have your speedo on the left, you'd have your tach in the middle, and then instead of having a big round gauge, you'd have three little small gauges on the side of the cluster. And if you're turbo, the top one would be a small boost gauge, kind of like found in an MR2. On an NA car, it'd be a voltage gauge, if I correct, I believe. I've honestly never seen the cluster in person. And then you'd have your water temp gauge and fuel level gauge. The gauge cluster in the Series 2 car, which was only offered in Japan, because 98 was still the old style. They went to the new color dash trim, but they didn't get the new gauge cluster. It didn't come out until 99 and 2000. Last few years of the Series 2, which only Japan and I think Europe got. So right-hand drive variances only. The tachometer is mechanical, and it's in the gauge cluster, like your Camry or your 4Runner or whatever. Series 1 had it offset in the dash as a separate unit, and it was a digital one. Also, Series 2 car had an analog clock, which, believe it or not, was made by Seiko Japan. Pretty cool. I'm a watch guy. I love watches. So it's kind of cool and it's analog, so it's got hands. Series 1 is a digital clock. They're notorious for losing time and failing and whatnot. I have a fix for that and the tachometer for your Series 1 USDM or JDM or EDM car. Series 2 car lost blinkers, side markers on the JDM one in the fender. Series 1 car has the blinkers and the fenders. The turn signals, it's got them in the fenders, versus a Series 2 car was like a USDM car where it has it in the front edges of the front bumper cover. The difference between the US version and the JDM version for the bumper cover blinkers is the JDM ones, they protrude like a Toyota Sora on the end, and they're light housings and they have no reflective material in it. The M1 has reflectors, and they're flat. They flatten the body. So, like, there's some differences and there's plenty more to go over, but let's get on and I'm going to show you guys this brochure. So, you got it here. Let me focus. I tried to change my work light to a different color so it's easier to see. So, we got, try to focus. The Sport of Toyota Supra RZ-S. RZ is a turbo model. RS, yeah, the RZ-S. Mine's an SZ. So in Japan they read backwards. Maybe they meant SZ, RZ, I don't know. RZ is non-turbo. RZ is turbo, SZ is non-turbo, and then they had the SZR, which came with the V160 and the Recaros. There's many variances. I don't know all of them for the JDM one off the top of my head. I probably should, but I don't. So, this is page number 1. That is awesome. I have a picture very similar to this of my Supra, but with the TRD wing on it. This looks to be a wingless car. Then we have the RZ. My car was originally silver before it was midnight purple. This is kind of cool to see. So another thing with the Series 1, like we were talking about, see, it's got the black chrome headlights, and it's got the little marker light protruding in there, like the parking light. And it's got the orange bumper lights. And it doesn't have a bar in the front bumper. Series 2 got a little splitter bar in the front bumper. These were moved further out, and they were white. And this marker light was moved down to the bumper light to coexist in the same housing as the turn signal. And these went to a like charcoal gray, like satin matte charcoal gray. It was no longer like a smoked chrome. And there's the fender lights I was talking about. Series 1 has them there. On the JDM car, Series 2 or a USDM car has bumper lights in there. So this is the RZ-S. I'm not 100% sure what the difference between the S was or regular RZ, and I know the R came with it was fully optioned out. I think the S came with the leather interior in it versus the cloth interior like my car has. You got our wing car and our wingless car here. This car's got smaller wheels on it, so this car here looks to be an NA chassis. And this car's wheels look a little bit bigger. Maybe it's just me. This looks like a turbo chassis. NA chassis came with 16-inch wheels, and turbo chassis came with turbo wheels. Oh, this is an SZR, so okay, maybe I'm wrong. So these are both NA cars. Like I said, it looks bigger. Maybe it's just a photo. I don't know. But here you go. My car is an SZ. Here's the interior in all its glory. Series 1 digital clock. The odometer, wow, 3 kilometers, I wish. My car's only got 60,000 miles on it, 100 kilometers, but still. V160, it's got the reverse lockout collar. in the bottom here. You slide that up, pop it in reverse. This is an SZR. You get your window switches in all their glory. My light was out. I wound up making that light red. Get your power folding mirrors. That's a JDM deal. Pretty sweet. And then I don't know if my steering wheel was optional or not. My steering wheel, well, my original one, is still hanging up there with my memorabilia on the wall. It's a Supra in the middle. It's kind of hard to see. But it's a 3-spoke versus the Camry style wheel. Here's the SCR. I would die. I love my Sparkos, but I would literally die for a set of these. That's the wheel I have. Here's some optional stuff. LSD. That's kind of cool. Granted, I can't read Japanese. Here's some more optional stuff. Wheels, side skirts, rear valances, the plate garnishes. I don't know what the M is. The wing, which was an option, believe it or not. The rear window visor. Active arrow. That lip retracts in and out. Factory navigation. You got your different style radios. I don't know what the difference is. Oh, this one's showing this comes with the sub, the Premier sound system. And then you got your cloth seats like mine, the leather seats that are still like mine, just wrapped in leather. And then you have the Recaro confetti seats, which are, oh my God, one day I'll own a set. Hopefully. Here's the different model GZ. We got a wingless car here. We have an RZ, which is a turbo model. We have an RZS, which looks to be wingless. I don't know what the difference is. Like I said, I think it's just got leather interior in it. Oh no, it's got cloth interior. Oh, RZS has the 3-spoke steering wheel, cloth interior. RZ has the confettis and the 3-spoke steering wheel. And the GS, or GZ, has the leather interior and the 4-spoke leather-wrapped wheel. SZR, that's the V160 3-spoke wheel, cloth interior. Here's what mine is. Mine is, well, here's a wingless SZ. And then you have an SZ. Sorry about the cat bitching in the background. He's paying the ass. Cloth interior, 3-spoke wheel. Automatic. Auto tragic. And then I don't know quite what this is. It's probably color codes or... oh, it's like showing like manual transmission. Auto transmission. Some like dealer preferred reward MasterCard, or I don't know what that is either. But I guess that's the dealership that it's from. In Japan. I know this is Toyota. up top. And then here's radio options. Anyway, it's cool to get to share this with you. I am super honored that I was fortunate enough to meet somebody that had this and buy it from them. And I hope you guys enjoyed this. Anyway, if you like this and you want more Supra content, you want ECU repair videos, and you need ECU work or gauge cluster or anything automotive related, please subscribe, check out my website, check out my Facebook and Instagram pages. It's all Relentless Motorsports TX. And click the little bell, and I appreciate you guys, and I hope to hear from you guys soon. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you.